Hello, cruise lover. If you are planning an Ensenada cruise, you need to see these Ensenada Cruise Port changes before you arrive. We just returned from a cruise and discovered that the vendors are no longer where they used to be. If you are looking forward to Ensenada Port shopping, you might be in for a surprise because the area looks completely different than it did just a short time ago. But don't worry, I'll share where to go instead, so you don't have to go home empty-handed. And you will still have a lot of fun on your Ensenada cruise, having enjoyed a great day of shopping in Ensenada, Mexico. Isn't that good news? Whether you are sailing on Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Princess, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Disney Cruise Line, Celebrity Cruises, Holland America, or whatever cruise line you may have booked that will make a stop at this Ensenada Cruise Port, knowing these port updates will help you plan your day and avoid any surprises when you step off the ship. Stick around as I show you exactly what the port looks like now, so you know what to expect on your next vacation. Now, if this is your first time visiting Ensenada, this is exactly what it looks like when you step off the ship. This footage was from December, and you should know the weather changes here drastically. In the winter, it's usually in the high 60s degrees Fahrenheit around 10 a.m., but it can drop suddenly into the 40s, so it can be chilly. If you want to see what I mean, watch my Ensenada short video to see how shockingly the weather changed by 2 p.m. when we were there. During spring break and summer, it warms up to between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Before I tell you about the vendor situation, since I'm here at the pier, you should know you have two main choices. You can take the short walk over to the nearest shopping area where the vendors are, if they are there on that day, or you can grab the local shuttle. It's only $4 per person and it takes you straight to the downtown area. By the way, if you want to go shopping for sure, just go get the shuttle. If you want to double check if the vendors are there on the day you arrive, just go to the little deck. You can see the white tents in the distance from up there. That lets you know if you can get some shopping done without going too far. That downtown district is packed with shopping. And here's a tip. Even though it's a huge tourist destination, you'll see plenty of locals shopping there too, which is always a sign of a great spot, right? I actually had a special moment right here in this area during spring break. A viewer recognized me while we were walking. Wow! He pointed at me and said, "I know you. I just watched your channel." I asked him if the videos helped him, and he just gave me the biggest smile and said yes. That honestly made my day, because helping you, cruise lover, have a better planned cruise, knowing ahead of time what to expect, is exactly why I do this. Okay, we finally got in line for the shuttle, and it was so interesting because the whole line just came to a dead stop. And it happened because of one simple thing people just didn't think about. I'm Sadie. My husband and I have been cruising for almost 30 years. We still love it, and it keeps our relationship smoking hot. I help you know exactly what to expect from real experience, so you can plan ahead and enjoy your cruise from day one. So, what was that one thing that stopped the whole line? It was the cash. Okay, the way this works is they give you a ticket with a date stamp when you get on, but you don't actually pay the $4 until you get to the drop-off area. I think they might wait to collect it at the end to make it easier for you to give them a tip at the same time. But since some people didn't have any small bills ready, they were really worried at the front of the line, hoping someone might help them out or let them on the shuttle. Cruise lover, don't make this mistake. When you see that big sign that says $4, have it ready in your hand. That ticket is good for a round trip, but we usually end up shopping our way all the way back to the ship. That's the fun part. Even so, you're still going to need those dollar bills for the vendors and the shuttle. And having it ready just makes everything so much smoother for you and everyone else. But honestly, the shuttle ride was the easy part. It wasn't until we actually stepped off and walked toward the familiar shopping area that my heart sank. Cruise lover, I was not prepared for what I saw, or rather, what I didn't see. We had big plans for our time in Ensenada, so we grabbed our carry-on and backpack and went directly to the downtown shops to see what kind of beautiful things we could get. And voila! Take a look at my treasure finds. Got Ensenada glow? Subscribe to stay in the know. Give me 2 thumbs up because I have so much more to show. We found some really beautiful leather goods downtown, and I couldn't wait to show you. Look at this beauty. I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, I have to have this. I'm not impulsive, but wow. It's so many beautiful things that you can find in Mexico. So this one has the leather in the bottom. I mean, it's all leather, but it's different types of leather. And I love the opening because it looks antique. And it has the zipper here. And you can see that leather that I'm talking about. It's different than the one in the bottom. And it's very spacious. I put my phone in there to make sure it will fit. So I'm thinking my phone, my wallet, a couple of lipsticks or something, and the length you can adjust it, so that was nice. This hat is very impressive because I did not have cuello de toro, which is considered exotic leather. It's bull's neck. Isn't that impressive? I put it on and wore it all the way to the ship, and I was surprised in that short amount of time how many compliments I got. But you really have to be a hat person to understand this is a beautiful hat. This one is a chiseled leather cow hair purse. It is very decorative, as you can see. Look at the back. It is so artistic, whoever designed it. Very nice with the cow hair and the French design hanging. I don't know if you can see those little strips of leather. It's called fringe. And so beautiful. This is the other leather that I was talking about. There's 2 different, the bottom and then this type of leather, and it's very, very roomy. I was surprised. And the whole thing inside is leather as well. Sometimes they have plastic, which I stay away from that, but inside is leather. And the guy gave me this one. He included it with the sale. I'm not mentioning prices here because I don't have that much time in this video. I just wanted to show you really quick the things that I purchased and we put in our carry-on. But my husband is using this because his phone is different in size than mine. I already have a carrying case for my phone. As I open this, you can see it's leather all the way inside, and it has the seal that is made in Mexico, and it's authentic leather. This purse really caught my eye because it matches with some of the things I have at home. A pair of shoes and a leather jacket with the French. And of course, it has a zipper. These cow leather booties you saw at the beginning, they're size 10, which I'm surprised they had my size. I love them because they are two-tone, they go with different things, and they look very stylish and very slimming when you wear skinny jeans. And I love this in the bottom. As you can see, it has the already built-in anti-slip, so it won't be slippery like the other boots. I purchased these last 2 boots, the large purse with the French and the hat, from the same person, and we have bought from him before at his other store. I didn't have this top design before. They all come different designs, and this is made out of horsehair, and I love the two-tone because I have different leather jackets that I can wear with, and it looks stylish. You know, who has horsehair, right? It's not that common. Most of the time it's cow hair. And I feel amazing with them when I wear them with a skirt, pants, or a dress. And this one, I love the bottom because I don't have to add the anti-slip. You know, they're very, very comfortable. I don't have to be worried that I'm going to be falling or, slip somewhere. And like I mentioned earlier, the tops, most of the time, they have the same patterns. So you have to be aware of what you already have at home so you don't buy the same tops. You know what I mean by the tops, right? This part right here. And this one is cuello de toro again. This one's the neck of the bull. And I didn't have el cuello de toro either, which is the bull's neck. And the bottom, like I said, this one will have to add the anti-slip, which I already bought some in Amazon. But it has the heel part, so it does help some. By the way, is leather shopping on your Ensenada to-do list? Let me know. I'm so happy we found this beautiful leather goods downtown, because when we get back to the port area to finish our shopping, wow, we ran into a massive update I never saw coming. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And let's just say, the port looks very different now. Take a look at this. So today is Sunday, and we just learned that the vendors will no longer be right here in Ensenada, Mexico. I don't know if you remember from the previous videos that I've shown in Ensenada, Mexico, the weekend they will be here. But as you can see right here, there's no vendors. This is once you go through that gate outside. Right? There's no vendors. And there's some vendors on the side that they decided to, put the little post there. It was kind of strange because when I came down this side, there's only these two ladies selling here. And they were actually surprised when I asked. And I'm thinking, why are they surprised? They're actually not in the normal post. That lady that just waved at me is one of my regular vendors I purchased from. Just look at this. It is almost unrecognizable. I'm standing right here in the heart of where the energy usually is. And as I pan around, you can see it's just empty. I wanted to get myself in the shot here for a second, so you can see I'm actually standing on the ground witnessing this change firsthand. This is why I love bringing you along with me, so I can keep you in the loop of how these ports are constantly shifting. My goal is to always give it to you straight, so you aren't caught off guard when you step off the ship. You can always count on me to show you the right now version of this port, helping you feel prepared every time you cruise. And if you think this side of the area is quiet, wait until we walk just a few steps further. We're heading past the gate next, and what I found there, or rather what I didn't find, is going to give you the full story of what's happening here. Remember how I said my heart sank? Look at this. See, there's nothing here today, and today is Sunday, like I said. But we still managed to to buy things. That's why we had the carry-on with us. We bought a lot of leather goods. As we walked back to the ship, the entire port area, where the white tents usually are, was empty. Both sections. It is a complete shock. If we hadn't gone downtown first, we would have missed out completely. Here's a pro tip. Go downtown early, or you will leave empty-handed. Now you know exactly what to expect here in Ensenada. Glad I could save you the headache and get you ahead of the game. And remember, live life on purpose and fulfilled. Muchas gracias por visitar nuestro canal You Too Can Cruise. Thank you so much for visiting our channel, You Too Can Cruise. Click here to subscribe in case you haven't. These are recommended videos that I selected just for you. If you want to learn more, come back for more.